Hello, welcome to Ashok is Right. Today we are at a very beautiful location in Sydney. I am on Georges River in Sydney. Today it's a very beautiful day. As you can see, warm sunshine and plenty of greenery around me. It's a very pleasant day and it's a very good to be here. And today I'm going to talk about Glasgow and climate change. Today we are going to talk about the climate change in Glasgow. Climate change. This has been the topic for the past 4-5 years. Very hot topic. Okay, coming to the United Nations and the climate change. The United Nations is the most civilized body formed with a very, very humane objective of enhancing the well-being of the human beings across the world without any borders. That's why it's called United Nations. That means all nations are united. And there are no borders for any well-being of the human society. So it was founded on that solemn objective of enhancing the human well-being in the world. Having said that, the United Nations happens to be the most corrupt body in the whole of the world. I'm not telling this, but it has been proven on several occasions and several instances, so many things. I don't have to go into the statistics of that because it's a well-known fact. Well, the corruption is not something uncommon. It's a human form. So you don't have to worry about corruption or get paranoid about corruption. Wherever humans are there, corruption will be there. Having said that, should corruption play into the human life across the globe? Human well-being. If you are going to trade on the human well-being, that is not very nice and it is not digestible. Okay, coming to the climate change again. There are two reasons for the climate change. Basically, there are only two reasons. One, natural reason. This universe has been there for a very, very long time, millions and billions of years. So the changes do take place in our environment. If it is a natural cause, then we don't have to worry about it, or we don't have to get paranoid with that or have undue importance on that, because we don't have anything to do about it. It is outside our control. So we don't have to hanky-panky, get paranoid. No, not required. But the other reason is a human reason. If the climate change is due to the human reason, then we have to do something about it. As many leaders have told, that this is the last chance to fix it. Well, if this is the last chance to fix it now. How do we fix it? Well, I'll come to that later in the point. The leaders of the state, the diplomats, the business community, they all come to Glasgow. Had a busy time partying. The business people came with their private jets, secretaries, and all the pomp and show. They come, that's fine. Entertaining is a human requirement. That's not a problem. They've been very busy partying, escorts have been very busy. That's all fine. But have they really found a solution? Have they really found something? No. They have just come here under the guise of climate change at a party. And the end result, they have pulled wool on the common man around the world, around the globe. If you see why the human factor is the cause of the climate change, only one reason. That is, whatever nature has placed under the ground, it has to be under the ground. What is above the ground? It has to be above the ground, and that is for the benefit of the life form in this planet. Whatever is above the ground is the source of energy, life, whatever we may call, irrespective of the human beings. Every life form which we see above the ground doesn't pollute. So, if you bring things from the ground above, then it pollutes. That is one of the reasons. So, stop petroleum mining, coal especially, and all these things. If the politicians and the leaders have claimed that this is the last chance to fix it, stop it now. Do it now, straight away. Straight away stop the emissions and stop polluting the environment by petroleum mining, coal mining, and all whatever is under the ground. Don't dig it up again. Leave it. Leave them as it is. Whatever you have dug in the past 200, 300 years, which is outside the ground now, is more than enough to sustain this human life for another 300, 400 years. So, the solution, one solution to emission control or emissions is stop the mining, petroleum, or whatever under the earth. Let it be under the earth itself. Leave it as it is. Don't disturb them. So that will control the emissions. Number two is whatever energy form, energy cannot be created or neither destroyed. That is the basic fact. That's the physics. That's the physics as told. The moment you convert an energy from this energy to that energy, there is going to be emission. So, stop or minimize conversion of energies, especially from the ground. Okay, that is the physical part of the emission control. Now, coming to the core of controlling, which is very, very simple and easy, is the decisions to stop emissions now and today. Where is the leader who will take up that initiative and say, my country will not contribute or undertake any activity which will cause emissions. My country will stop emissions today. Today, my country will not do this. Where is that strong leader with the guts and integrity? I didn't find anyone. All the leaders have a time agenda. My country will stop emissions on this time, 2015, 2030, 2050, all this time bullshit. They are not committed to the emissions. They are just throwing up words and timetable, which is not required at this point. What we need today is the strong leadership and saying and doing that they will stop emissions right from now. If this is the last chance to fix the universe, do it straight away and do it now. Nothing is going to happen if you shut down petroleum or any mining activity. What's going to happen? People will lose their jobs. They will not lose lives. The pandemic has given us some very resilient lessons that we can survive even on worldwide shutdown. So shutting down an industry is not going to cause anything. If you don't shut down, the damage which will cause is something which we can feel every day, and the generation to come may not have the same kind of nature's gift which we are enjoying now. So let's find out a leader who is going to take this decision that he will stop emissions from his country or her country. Then he is a true leader for humanity and for this universe of ours. The other point I would like to mention, why these people are pulling wool on the common man, is the term in net emissions. What is this word net emissions? That's quite misleading. What do you mean by net? Plus, minus, the residue. That is the net. Whichever is higher, either it's minus net or plus net. The thing is, there is emission. That's why there's a calculation. If you don't emit, then there's no calculation. There's no need for any net. So, you have to stop. The leaders have to take a decision to stop emitting now and today. And which is the leader who will show real concern for the human life? Let's wait and watch. I don't think any leader will come up. It's all about money making. The other ridiculous point which the leaders have come up is financing the climate change, investment in so many things, renewable technology, renewable this, renewable that. Well, what finance has got to do with the climate change and the emissions? If you are investing, you are looking for a profit. If you need a profit, there should be a market. What is that market? That market is emissions. So, investment into renewable energy, more energy, more energy, more energy, more. The more you convert energy, the more emissions you get. So, they are investing in emissions, more damage to the climate, environment. So, it is high time that the leaders take a decision to stop the emissions today. If at all there is a leader, he will do it. Otherwise, it is just another party. Today it was at Glasgow, tomorrow somewhere. Well, the venue changes, people change, but the basic thing remains the same. People are crying for the next generation. Well, that's their decision. At least they are showing some concern for the coming generation. That's very human. We should appreciate that. What happens to the leadership? No, it is not leadership. They are just a bunch of money makers. And they set timetable not only for them, for their successors as well. So let's not be carried away by these people. If at all there is a leader, we will salute him and encourage him that he will stop emissions in his country, then the rest of the world will follow. Thank you.